This hack has already killed 34 people in the US, and that is only counting the ones that have been reported in newspapers. There may well be a lot more than that, and certainly there are many more around the world. And they will not publish anything about it on their website except for articles saying how dangerous it is.
You have watched 5 Minute Crafts. The channel has around 28 billion views, which comes out to roughly 3.5 views for every person on Earth. So sometime in the last 10 years, you've definitely seen it. It is the biggest how-to channel in the history of the internet, and with that size, you'd think their life hacks could be trusted and were researched at least somewhat. The BBC took its most famous hack, fresh corn on the cob goes in the microwave and comes out as popcorn, tested it exactly how it was shown, and they got a gross warm corn on the cob. It just simply didn't work.
You've probably seen food hacks like these pop up online. Top tips for tasty treats, but are they too good to be true?
Videos like these have clocked up billions of views on YouTube and Facebook, but do all the recipes and tips featured actually work? Or will they just waste your time and ingredients? This is from 5 Minute Crafts. If you've run out of popcorn, why not just shove an ear of corn in the microwave and it will turn into popcorn? Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that if you put an ear of fresh corn into the microwave, it won't come out as popcorn, it will just be hot corn. But I was willing to be proved wrong, so I tried it out in the name of science. When it comes out, it is warmer than before.
Almost none of it works, and the broken hacks are the business model running exactly how it's meant to, because this channel figured out the rule of the modern internet before almost anyone else did. The only thing a video gets paid for is being watched. 80 million subscribers run by a company based out of Cyprus, watched by hundreds of millions of kids is the priority, not any sort of factual information. There's even a body count associated with the videos, but we'll get there. The channel launched in November of 2016, and the design is kind of brilliant. There are no faces or names, and then there's barely any language at all. It's just hands, objects, and captions, and that's it. That one decision is the whole empire, because a video with no face and no dialogue can be redubbed into any market on Earth for essentially free. This is why 5 Minute Crafts exists in 19 languages and why nothing about it feels like it comes from anywhere. It's content with the culture surgically removed, engineered to play equally well anywhere in the world. And the strategy worked so fast that within a few years they were sitting on the top 10 most subscribed channels on the platform next to actual creators. The amount is where it stops resembling anything a person could make though. Reporting on the operation described an output of multiple videos a day across an entire family of spin-offs. 5 Minute Crafts Play, 5 Minute Crafts Girly, 5 Minute Crafts Men, Teens, Tech, Recycle, etc. And commentators like Jarvis Johnson have shown on camera how the same individual hack clips get shuffled and reused across different uploads.
It really does seem like a content farm. Like, this channel must be printing money. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. We're putting a spray top on Sprite, spraying a mirror with it. And that's it? Do you want ants? That's how you get ants. Experiment with activated carbon. Okay. Coke. Put your activated carbon in the Coke. Leave for 4 days? Wow, it's been discolored. Now that's a household hack that'll make my life
a whole lot easier.
All the individual clips make up a huge library that they spread across dozens of different videos. After they're spread across videos, they spread them across languages, and one clip could make them a lot of money. Their single best performer, 42 hacks that will save you a fortune, has been watched over 280 million times. At one point, they even held the record for the most watched YouTube short in the history of the platform. So the obvious question is, who's running all this and where is this money going? If you've seen my Brightside video, then you probably know where this is going. Brightside is one channel inside a company called thesoul Publishing. Things get crazier and crazier from here on out, so buckle up. Once you witness thesoul's production, you can't forget it. Brightside is simply one room in a building. thesoul also runs 5 Minute Crafts, the DIY hack channel with the glue guns and the life hacks that you don't want. It runs 123 Go, La La Life, Smart Banana, formerly known as Smart is the New Sexy, Slime Characters for Toddlers, channels in 19 different languages. They rake in hundreds of millions of dollars. By the company's own numbers, thesoul has more than 100 channel brands and over 1.5 billion subscribers worldwide. Back in 2018, due to its influence on YouTube and Facebook, it was reportedly the 3rd largest entertainment operation on the entire platform. The company is called thesoul Publishing, founded by 2 Russian guys, headquartered in Limassol, Cyprus, and running more than 100 channel brands at once. once. At its peak, the operation claimed to be the third biggest media presence on YouTube and Facebook, behind Disney and Warner Bros., which puts them ahead of every celebrity, studio, and creator you can actually name. You couldn't name a single person working for 5 Minute Crafts though. Brightside itself has already had a lot of issues, such as the medical misinformation, the political ads paid for in rubles, and the anti-American viewpoints. And today is the other half of that story, because Brightside shows what money does to facts, and 5 Minute Crafts shows what it can do to real people. If you're enjoying this video so far, and you'd like to see more like it in the future, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications. It would help a shit ton. Thank you. We're getting super close to 500 subscribers, and I really appreciate y'all. Now back to the life hacks. Here's what separates 5 Minute Crafts from ordinary bad content. The hacks are fake on purpose, constructed in the edit, and we know this because people with credentials went and checked. The person who's done it most thoroughly is an Australian food scientist named Reardon, who runs the channel How to Cook That, and who has spent years testing viral hack content the way an actual scientist tests things. She's called the genre the fake news of the baking world, and she's demonstrated on camera that their flagship claims simply do not happen in the real world. Recipes that can't work, methods that produce nothing, and overall just results that only exist because the camera cut away at the right moment.
It's the fake news of the baking world. This is faked baking. And the reason why that works is it's more clickable. And clickbait content is what's currently working on the YouTube algorithm and apparently also working on Facebook as well.
The BBC's Click program ran the popcorn test and got the warm corn on the cob. And in 2019, Reardon made a video bluntly titled, "Is 5 Minute Crafts the worst channel on YouTube?" Which is a strong question coming from a woman whose normal content is teaching you how to bake. And once you see the economics of all this, the questions start looking inevitable. A real hack requires research, testing, and failure, which costs money. Fake hack requires an editor and some jump cuts. The viewer rarely tests it because, let's be honest, the audience watching 5 Minute Crafts isn't going to go out of their way to try and verify any of it. And the tiny fraction of people who do try, fail, and then they come back and comment that it's fake, yeah, congratulations. The platform just logged that comment as engagement. And inside this loop, being wrong is part of it. There's not one single incentive in the entire system for the hack to actually be real, so it just doesn't work. And all this would just be a big waste of time that really doesn't actually harm anyone, except for the fact of who's actually watching. On paper, 5 Minute Crafts is a general audience channel. Look at it though. School hacks, slime, toys, snack tricks, an entire spin-off literally named 5 Minute Crafts Play. Coverage of the channel has pointed out for years that a massive share of its audience is children, and that changes the stakes of everything I just said, because a bored adult watching fake popcorn hacks loses nothing, but a kid definitely loses something real. Reardon has read out the messages herself. Kids commenting that they tried a video, it failed, and now they genuinely believe they can't cook because no one ever told them the recipe was fake to begin with. That's just the mild version. The more severe version is that the genre also traffics in hacks involving heat, electricity, and chemicals performed confidently by adults with zero warnings attached in front of the largest child audience on the internet. And the genre has a body count. In one widely reported case from China, 2 young girls tried to recreate a popcorn hack from a life hacks video, and it went catastrophically wrong, and the 14-year-old died of her burns. This was a different life hacks channel though, full disclaimer. 5 Minute Crafts is the channel that industrialized the genre, normalized it, and then gave it to more children than anyone else on earth. So at some point you'd expect the platform to step in, right? And in 2022, YouTube finally did take down a video about these fake life hacks, but you'll never guess whose video it actually was that they took down. Everything here is drawn from MIT Technology Review's reporting and Reardon's own documentation. In June of 2022, Reardon published a debunk of a viral woodworking trend that uses high voltage electricity to burn patterns into wood, and according to the reporting, the trend had already killed at least 34 people. Her video laid out the danger, ranked near the top of the search results for the trend, and filled up with comments of viewers saying that it probably saved their lives. On July the 1st, 2022, Reardon woke up to an email from YouTube. Her video had been removed. The stated reason was that it violated the platform's harmful and dangerous content policy. They removed the warning video, whose entire message was, "Please do not do this, it will kill you." She appealed it, and reportedly it was rejected. The video only came back after the story blew up publicly and YouTube reversed it itself. Meanwhile, the actual hack genre, the fake recipes with the heat and chemicals, kept uploading constantly the entire time. They were monetized, recommended, and translated into 19 different languages. I don't think anyone at YouTube chose to protect a content farm over the food scientist, but that's actually the disturbing part. A moderation machine looked at a warning about danger and a performance of danger, and it could not tell the difference because it reads the pattern, and intent is completely invisible. The farm is a nice, neat pattern. That's the entire business. The system worked exactly as it was supposed to that day, and that's the part that really bothers me. So where is the biggest DIY channel in history right now? Still posting. No one really watches anymore though, and the numbers are actually kind of haunting. By the channel's own celebration post, the first 5 years earned about 20 billion views. Since early 2023, they've only gotten around 3 billion, which means that it's now taken years for what they used to be able able to do in months. Reporting noted that thesoul ran significant layoffs in 2022 when the ad market turned, and in 2026, the channel reportedly is shrinking outright, shedding 100,000 subscribers in a single 2-month window during the spring. And uploads to 80 million people are only collecting a few hundred likes. Those 80 million subscribers are really just a show number now. When 5 Minute Crafts dies, no one will notice because there was never any sort of face attached. And that's also what makes it so scary, that regardless of the body count, there was a faceless person that made millions of dollars from it. So let's run the whole thing back. A faceless company builds the biggest how-to channel on earth out of instructions that fail, aims it at children, and gets paid 28 billion times because the platform only ever paid for the watching. The one person who tested its claims got her warning deleted by the same system that was recommending the claims, and the machine ran completely unopposed until the audience got bored and went somewhere else. You would think that leading to actual harm would be enough to get them taken down or at least have them lose relevance, but it turns out that only boredom was actually able to do that. 5 Minute Crafts spent a decade teaching the planet tricks that don't work, and it turns out that that was the one trick that did. And that is way scarier than any other type of misinformation.